Well, good morning. Good morning, residents of Braunton. This is just to make a change. We thought we'd have a Hustings, an informal, impromptu speaker's corner attempt at trying to raise the profile of the Braunton East by-election taking place this Thursday. Well, like all by-elections, it's probably leaving many of you completely cold, or maybe you didn't even realise it was happening. But yes, indeed, Braunton East is going to have a by-election this Thursday. This Thursday you'll have the opportunity to vote for 4 candidates in the District Council election for Braunton East: a Conservative candidate, a Liberal Democrat candidate, a Green Party candidate, and a Labour Party candidate. Now, no one can say that's not a cross-section of options for you. No one can say there's no difference between you. There's a lot of difference between us, and we want you to decide who you'd like to represent you in the North Devon Council as of this Thursday, November the 2nd. You also have the chance on exactly the same day to vote in the Parish Council election for the same opportunity, with 3 council candidate options for you. We have a Liberal Democrat candidate, a Green Party candidate, and a Labour Party candidate. So there you go. I've noticed, as I'm sure you have, that not everybody turns up for by-elections. You get 60-70% turning up for general elections, and 10, 15, 20% turning up for local elections. That's a great shame. It's a great shame. Surely you value local democracy, and that's what this election is about. We've asked for the candidates to come forward and state their, well, whatever. They'll say whatever they want to say. I don't know who's going to come up, but I know we have a Conservative representative, and we have the Green Party representative, and I do believe we have a Labour Party representative just a little bit up the road, which should be good. I'm not sure if they're going to stand on this beer crate, but whatever, we will give them the microphone, give them the opportunity to say what they want to say with regard to Braunton East and their priorities. And then maybe 1 or 2 of us will ask them some questions, and ask them some leading questions as to where they stand on certain issues, with the emphasis on what afflicts Braunton, what afflicts Braunton East. In particular, the place I'm standing, which is the centre of Braunton, and my word, it seems to be a 24/7 traffic jam. Don't get me wrong, if you're in a car, it's not your fault. But I tell you what, it's not doing my lungs much good, and it probably ain't doing yours. It certainly isn't doing young people's lungs any good at all. So we must address that, for instance. There are other problems afflicting Braunton. However, you don't have to ask those questions, and we don't even have to talk about them. I'm just basically introducing this great opportunity to have an open forum discussion. Let's call it a Speaker's Corner Hustings for the Braunton East by-elections on Thursday. My last statement will be, if you are a Braunton East resident and you've already voted with your postal vote, good for you. Maybe this has come a little bit too late. Okay, well, thank you for not listening. It's been a great pleasure for me to stand on the Georgian beer crate here and wet your whistles for what's coming up. An exciting presentation of Green Party, Conservative Party, Labour Party and Liberal Democrat Party policies, in the hope that they'll attract your attention and attract your vote, which we'll soon see. Thank you. Well, at the moment I've been approached by Councillor Brad Bunyard. Councillor Brad Bunyard will talk first, and I'll try and attract some more attention from other candidates or representatives. So come on down if you're out there. I've seen the Lib Dems around, I've seen the Labour Party around, and I've seen the Conservative Party around. Hey, there must be an election. Yes, there is. We've seen another candidate just arrive, that's great. We have Amy Sherwin, who is the Green Party candidate standing for... We have Amy Sherwin as well, who's the Green Party candidate for the district. So I think I can see Simon from the Labour Party in the distance. I'm sure he'll pop down in a minute because he's been challenged, and they always respond to a challenge, does the Labour Party. As do I, of course, as the moderator and the provider of this solar-powered bike PA, the paddle bike here, which is cycling around and annoying people throughout Braunton East during this election campaign. Well, I think that'll do by way of introduction. I will pass the mic over to Councillor Brad Bunyard. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully we will have some other candidates joining us in a minute. I can see we've got hopefully some Liberal Democrats, yellow or orange, in our way, and hopefully Labour guys as well. Just for a minute, I'd like to talk to you about air quality and traffic congestion, obviously being some of the most pressing issues we've got in the village today. Many people are currently enjoying or not as related to traffic jam through the village. I'm sure you have a problem with air quality. It is the only air quality management area declared in North Devon. I'm getting cut off on my microphone technique, so hopefully is Derek going to come down and join us? I don't know, we'll see if we can get him on the line. Please do, Derek and Adam would be great to have them here as well. So, back to air quality. So, air quality management area declared in 2011 in Braunton, covering an area from the square down through Kane Street. Majority source is emissions from vehicles. What are we going to do about it? Well, we need less vehicles moving through the vehicle. Molly says, hi. Sorry. Less vehicles through the vehicle. Cleaner vehicles moving through the village. And we need alternative transport solutions, basically. So we need more people on buses. We need more people cycling. We need to provide infrastructure so that people have switch to electric vehicles, so they can charge them, so they can store bikes, so they can cycle safely. So there's a number of small steps we can take to start making change happen that we need to do to improve the air quality for our village. We also need to improve the traffic throughput. So we need to coordinate the traffic lights we've got in the village. So we've got a pedestrian crossing just behind the camera. We've got the traffic lights in the square in the middle of the village. We're likely to get another set of traffic lights by the library, so every arm of the junction with a main road is going to have traffic lights currently independent of the main lights in the square, which just needs to more congestion and less flow through. So we need a coordinated system that coordinates all central traffic lights in the village so we can get the flow as good as possible through the village. Like you see, we've got Peter Wilson joining us now, which is fantastic. So now we've got Amy Sherwin and we've got Peter Wilson, who are both standing for the parish council seat coming up. And hopefully in a minute we will have Simon Scott from Labour and maybe Mark Can. I don't know if I've seen Mark Can yet today, but hopefully he'll come and join us. So I'm going to get off the microphone for a minute and hand over to another candidate or back to Ricky.
Thank you, Brad. Well, maybe we'll have some questions later. I'm very pleased to say that Felix Milton has just arrived. That's great. The Conservative candidate for North Devon District for Braunton East. Felix, thanks for coming. Here we are.
Thank you. So my name is Felix Milton. I'm standing for the Hustings by-election in this area, which is Braunton East. And I want to do a lot of campaigning for the issues that affect the local Braunton residents. So as Brad was alluding to, the traffic is a very big problem in this area. And air quality and things like that is something that's very much to discuss. I believe there are some solutions to the traffic that can be taken to, well, can be effective going forward. I mean, I know there was a comprehensive report that was few years ago, back in 2009, I think it was, none of those things were actually implemented. So it's definitely something that we need to look at. Things such as traffic lights here, or whether traffic goes that way is the right route, whether a bypass, regardless of controversial or not, whether that's something for us to be looking into, even if it's thrown out straight away. So all things that need to be looked at as a whole for the Braunton area. Things like traffic in the summer going to the beach, is there another route we can send it down rather than through the centre of Braunton here, if then to pedestrianise the area, things like that. So that's all something we've got to look at, and that's what I'm campaigning for this Thursday in the upcoming election.
Thank you, Felix. That's very interesting. So, battle lines drawn. We have thrown down the gauntlet for Simon. Let's hope he comes down. In the absence of Simon, let's just have a quick think. Braunton. Well, I was brought up in Croyd. I used to teach in Braunton School. Basically, I've been here all my life. And Braunton has changed significantly over the last 50 years, so I won't say how old I am. Significantly. The most significant difference is it's turned from the largest village in England sort of thing into the surf capital of the Western world. Just about every other shop is displaying the most magnificent surfboards and accessories, and that has also meant that Braunton has been populated by a far younger population than I was growing up. Lots of young people have been attracted down to the southwest because of our extraordinarily beautiful beaches, Taunton, Putsborough, Croyd, Fulham, and this is the thoroughfare to get people to the beach. And that's the price you pay for popularity, is coagulation, pollution, and, well, okay, the next issue, not addressed yet, inundations of water, and the fact that it seems to me the Braunton infrastructure is not able to cope with the amount of water that falls from the skies. And we've had some serious flooding issues here in Braunton over the last few years, hitting national news. Thirdly, we have air quality. Well, of course, that's 100% to do with the amount of traffic passing through the village. And fourthly, planning. At what stage is Braunton full? Well, if everyone wants to live here, there's going to be huge pressure put upon the authorities to ensure that there's more houses built and where they're going to be built. Okay, these are rhetorical questions, difficult questions, questions that your elected representatives have to deal with in the plans and in their discussions at the parish level. Okay, I don't think I've got very far with the invitation to Simon. Now, I don't think we've been able to attract the Labour Party candidate, so I'll ask the Green Party candidate for parish, the only woman on your ballot paper, a local artist, professional from the Environment Agency. She's Green Party candidate for Braunton East Parish level, and her name is Amy Sherwin. Would you like to say a few words, Amy, please? Thank you.
Still on the air.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy. I'm running for Braunton Parish. I used to actually run industry for 10 years last year. I work with Western Reserve quite often, working with restaurants, sanitation and station. And I'm really keen to work on more air quality. I think that all the work that Brad does is fantastic, outreach and our other three parties, parish councillors, Liz and Brent. Maybe something needs to be louder. Can you hear me?
Project your voice.
I also do quite a lot of work on flood risk. It's great to see that we've got work happening in the village already, but there is more we can do. Making sure that everybody is aware of the risk and what exactly they have to do to protect themselves if there is enough flood. The main thing I want to say that I always do absolutely all of the concerns, not just those or very brief. I really want to help other ladies. I'm passionate about horses. I'll do my best for you if I will. Thank you.
Well, I will say on behalf of the this informal impromptu Speakers Corner of Hustings this morning that, well, it's midday, isn't it? So it's not even this morning. Today, it's true, anyone watching this on social media, there are not that many people listening to us. Well, that's because people just walk on by. However, we are using Facebook social media, and we're hoping that maybe some more people will have a look at it and understand that all we're trying to do today on Braunton Square is raise the profile of local elections and the importance they are in the grassroots move for democratic representation in this very important community. It's all very well to leave the votes to other people, but in local elections that can be as low as 14, 15, 16% of people turning up to vote for your representatives. Now that is not democracy at all. That's an abrogation of democracy. So we thought we might have this hustings. No one can say the parties aren't trying. All four parties like today, every single household in Braunton East has been inundated with literature and information to help you make your mind up who to vote for on November the 2nd. Unless, of course, you've already voted as a postal vote. Okay, well, postal votes, yeah, postal votes is votes. That's logical, isn't it? They all have to do is fill in the form and put it in the post, and they've done their bit. The rest of you, my friends, the rest of you have to turn up. You have to turn up on Thursday between the hours of 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. to register your vote. Excuse me a second. So where do you cast your vote? Well, depends on where you live, but there's a polling station in Christchurch, there's a polling station just over there in the parish hall, and there's a polling station for Noel residents at the Aboriginal Arms, which is a great place for a polling station, isn't it? If ever there's an attractive option to where to cast your vote, it has to be in a pub like the Aboriginal Arms in Noel. So make a point of voting on Thursday the 2nd of November between the hours of 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. Cast your vote for one of the 4 candidates for district and one of the 3 candidates for parish council to represent Braunton East, the community of Braunton East at parish and district level. Not voting is not an option. Well, we're going to half wait to see if the Liberal Democrat candidates, Adam and Derek, I've heard they're on their way here. If that's the case, I'll shut up and we'll reconvene the hustings a little bit later on. Thank you. Some more words from Felix Milton, the Conservative candidate. Thank you.
So I thought I should just introduce myself. I have been brought up in Georgetown for the first 14 years of my life, and then came to Georgetown Primary School and then came to the Braunton Academy there. I now live just a few miles away near West Town, a small hamlet called Hustings, but I'm always in Braunton every week for some reason or another. It's a fantastic place to live, and I just really want to represent this area because it is beautiful, and I feel that there's so many things that we can do to improve it, and that's why I'd like to get my voice heard on the local council, and that is the reason for standing today. I mean, we're looking for other candidates to come and speak. They haven't turned up as yet, as Britain was saying, but hopefully they will come up soon and hear what they have to say. But I think I would like to vote on the area, and that is why I think on Thursday you should go and vote for me. Thank you.
So can I let me just steal the microphone from Richard quickly, sorry. Just jumping in, it's Brad here again. I can see that Adam is watching. So out of Bradford, we'd really like you to come down and share your views. So we see you watching on Facebook, so if you could come down, that would be absolutely amazing. Do you want to get on slide, monologue for a bit? Monologue for a bit, thank you, sorry. So obviously I'm one of the candidates standing against Philip for the district seat. I've been one of your parish councillors since the election. Camera's going! Camera's down! I think it's probably still streaming, so just fix that.
Are you laughing at Daddy's disaster?
I'll get it working again, hang on.
Oh, it didn't break.
No, it's fine. It's fine, it keeps streaming.
She laughed.
I know, so camera's down, you just have to watch out for the tripod falling over. Sorry about that, tripod just fell over, but we'll be back in a second.
Hello.
Hello. There we go.
Alright.
Hello, mate. I remember seeing you last time.
There we go. Yeah,
I don't know who to tell your best.
yeah. If I stand it, this that leg there. There we go. So that's alright. Right. We are back.
Last year at school.
Okay, sorry for that minor technical issue. We're back up on the air now. Still screaming. It just fell over and nearly got run over by a car, but we're back again.
I have a question for you, Mr. Bunyard, Councillor Bunyard. What do you intend to do as a district councillor with regard to the air pollution here on Braunton Square?
Okay, so
I put it to you. No, don't interrupt.
air pollution, as I mentioned earlier on, we've got the air quality management area that was declared in 2011. Now, it's a difficult problem to do anything about. We've got a lot of vehicles moving through the village. We've got a lot of vehicles that are producing more emissions than they should do because of the number of manufacturers being naughty. So, one thing is we need less vehicles coming through the village to start with. How can we do that? So we need better cycling infrastructure. We need better use of public transport. So there's two ways of meeting it. Now the school run is a big problem, so what can we do about the school run? So we need some effective school travel planning that not only looks at how people come to school, but why they make those transport choices. So for example, a number of people have talked to me about safe access to the parking trails and South Street, saying that they would much prefer to be able to walk and cycle with their children on the parking trail because they actually choose to use their vehicle for the short journey along South Street to their school because of the fact that the current structure of South Street does not work as a shared space for vehicles and children and pushchairs coming to school. So one solution is we need to improve South Street as a shared space. So we probably need a dedicated pavement. We need better ways of reinforcing the 20-mile speed limit. Another challenge is we need to improve access to the parking trail so that people can get to the parking trail more easily to use it as a commute route to get through the village to school. So we've got reducing the number of vehicles in the town. Obviously tourist traffic is tourist traffic, we're always going to have that. So the next thing is how can we improve the flow of traffic through the village? So at the moment we have 2 light control crossings independent of the lights in the square in the middle of the village. So we can have green lights for flow in the square, but pedestrian crossings out of phase with it, stopping the flow. So we need to coordinate the lights on the arms of the junction with the main lights in the junction so that we get the best flow we can out of the limited capacity we've got in the junction in the middle of the village. It's highly likely we're going to get another light control crossing in the near future down Chalmers Road opposite the library where we currently have a zebra crossing because of the fact we have stationary police traffic there now, which makes the zebra crossing dangerous. We have a number of vehicles and a number of people moving through that are at the level where it's likely that crossing will be changed. So there definitely needs a coordinated traffic control system. Now, there was a funding bid to Desperate by the North Devon Council to improve the control of the lights in the square in the middle of the village. Now that bid was not successful. We don't know yet why it wasn't successful, but it's very likely the poor quality of air quality monitoring data provided by North Devon Council led Desperate to believe the problem in Braunton is not as serious as it is in the residents who live here. So the latest data submitted to Desperate in 2015 only covered 6 months of the tube monitoring for the square. So an entire 6 months of the year, no data was collected, and 1 month of that data was submitted, the level was below the background ambient level for North Devon. So it's a request for the data submitted into North Devon, into the Desperate by North Devon Council, means that
You only
anything
get-
for funding
talk to your
is far
friends.
less likely to be taken seriously than its realistic data of
You can, you
business.
can.
So we as the parish council, and myself as a parish councillor, since 2015, we've been conducting our own monitoring of diffuser tubes in the village so that we actually have realistic and accurate diffuser tube monitoring data for the nitrogen dioxide levels in the village to ensure a correct and accurate picture of the air quality issues are presented that we face in the village. The next issue we need to do is we need to encourage people to change to lower emissions vehicles, such as
yes, please.
electric and hybrid vehicles.
Yeah.
Now to do that, we need infrastructure. Cornwall has fantastic charging infrastructure. Devon, next to none on the public estate. No rapid chargers on the public estate in the car park. We need to change that. We now have twice as many electric vehicles as Cornwall does. Initially, Cornwall, massive uptake when they built chargers, and that's tailed off now. Devon, people are buying vehicles, but there is no charging infrastructure. Our nearest rapid chargers are Tiverton by the health centre, which has recently been put in. So it was Junction 27 of the motorway services, is now Tiverton and Bude. So we've got a rapid charger down at Bude if you want to go to Cornwall. Cornwall's great, they're all 40 minutes away from each other. Devon is like the bad man for the electric car at the moment. So as a parish council, we've already voted to put 7 rapid chargers into the Cane Street car park, and we've got 2 that we're going to be putting in, one on the new work hub for use of the work hub, and one in the main car park for public use. So move to electric vehicles is another challenge, and I think I've probably done for my time for a minute. So
Thank you. I have a question for Mr. Milton, please.
I should hand you over to Felix. Felix.
Hello again. Yes.
Mr. Milton, my question to you is, were you to be elected to represent Braunton East in the District Council in Barnstable, North Devon District, how would you deal with planning applications which in your opinion were incorrect, yet you knew they'd be subject to appeal? How would you deal on merit?
That's a very interesting question. So the question was, how will I deal with planning applications that have been rejected by the council initially and then gone to appeal? So that's a very interesting question for a local councillor, because realistically, once it has gone to appeal, it goes to the planning inspectorate, which is a separate body from the local council. Now the planning inspectorate will come and speak to local residents of the area to get a feel for the idea. And I have to take into account the fact that it's been rejected twice before, but unfortunately, the inspectorate has much more power than perhaps the local planning authority does. And therefore, you have to vote, I would voice my opinion to the inspector, but really the decision would be up to them if you want to reject it twice at the local council level. So that is what I would do if elected, is I'd make the opinion heard and make the inspector know that the development is strongly opposed and it has been rejected twice, but otherwise that's the best I could do for the area.
Do you mind if I ask you another question, Mr. Milton? If you were to join North Devon Council, you'd be possibly be a member of the majority power group, the Conservatives. To what extent do you feel that your personal preferences would be guided more by the party than by your own interpretation?
Well, I think that's another great question. So I think for the local area, I obviously do what I think is generally best for the area. So if the party's saying one thing and I'm very, very against it, I would stand out as against it. But also, I would do what I think that the council should do as a whole. And that's part of the advantage. If I am re-elected, I will join the governing party already in Barnstable, so we can get things done. I will not be an opposing voice. I will be there as one of the team that can put things through, and that's what I try and do. So if I'm absolutely against some things, I would make my voice heard and let that be known. But otherwise, I would join with the team and try and get things done for the betterment of North Devon as a whole, but in particular the Braunton East Ward. So that's what I do there.
Thank you. Amy, can I ask a question of you? Can I ask a question of you?
Other candidates if they'd like to speak right now, so we're just going to might pass them back.
I have a question for Amy Sherwin, the candidate for the parish.
So Amy Sherwin's going to come and have a question posed to her.
The question will be fine, sorry. You don't want to join in, do you?
Ricky wants to talk.
And this is Amy Sherwin who's standing for the parish.
My question.
So would you have a question for me?
My question to you, Ms. Sherwin, my question to you is,
If you were elected to represent Braunton East on the parish council,
If I'm elected to represent Braunton East on the parish council,
what would you try and do or attempt to do with others for young people in Braunton?
what would I try and do or attempt to do for others, for young people in Braunton? So I have an idea about having a bus that's being converted to go around the whole of Braunton, young people, so it's a base of youth workers to move around different towns, side to side, and for young people also so they can have somewhere that they can hang out, so they can park up in car parks, for example, every situation. Basically, I used to have some like this when I was younger. I like using a light, different pieces, and it gave us an opportunity to meet up with each other every single week. We actually got to go to know our youth worker really well, and we did lots of fun projects together, and gave us a sense of ownership within the community, which was great. That's one of my ideas, also to support the youth club, monitors. It's so important to have someone to go. I've also got ideas to reduce the brawl up, their behaviours and how to do all that. And also to provide another theme park at all levels. Another place for kids to go out.
Bikes?
Also, really, really keen on cycling. So support the Braunton cycle park. That was really taken on to get older teenagers on into get to beach on their own. Also to make sure that there's more residents around Braunton, places to ride, increasing cycle paths, making sure there's also opening for the parking area to promote cycling there.
Cycling, yes, something I'm very keen on. My bike behind. Well, I started my career in teaching at Braunton School back in 1980, and prior to that, I think I used to play in my band at the parish hall every Friday, or nearly every Friday night in singles. That was fun. I love Braunton too. It's a wonderful, wonderful, diverse community. Since I've retired, I've become a bikeability training instructor. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So I was actually able to teach bikeability to year 6 pupils in all 3 Braunton primary schools. And there's a lot of room for improvement. There's some good cycle trails here, obviously, particularly on the Staunton Road, but it's not joined up. I think one of the major ways of solving some of the traffic crisis here at Braunton Square would be to enhance and improve the cycling infrastructure so there's always a safe route to school, always a safe route to school and to work for cyclists and pedestrians. That's the idea. And if you put more people onto feet, onto buses and onto bikes, then there's fewer people in cars. Okay, lots of things, that's my take on it anyway. Bike's good, 2 wheels better than 4 wheels. No offense to the rest of you here. Carry on driving, you haven't got much of an option if you're coming down to the beach, are you? If you're coming down to the beach from Bath and Bristol and Tiverton and Taunton, you can hardly bike it, can you? So you're forgiven. Thanks for bringing your money anyway into the local community. Spent it in the shops, spent it in the restaurants, and as yet, no sign of Adam or Derek. But if they do come, I think try and resurrect the Facebook page. But if they don't come, it's thank you very much to Felix and to Brad. Of course. No, we haven't had enough of this, it's too exciting. We're going to have another round. And I give the mic to Councillor Brad Bunyan.
Hi, good afternoon again. So, do you remember where Felix left off? He was talking about planning and planning inspectorate. So I'd like to just continue that theme a little bit with the issue of planning and air quality. Now, there's a little bit of a technical term called a supplementary planning document, which most of you probably haven't heard of, but it's something local authorities can have a draft of them to help check the planning system, so that developers and people building houses, building sites have a clear understanding of the expectations and obligations upon them in the planning system. Now, unfortunately, North Devon Council has no supplementary planning documents. If you go to Mid-Devon and Tiverton, they have a raft of them covering everything. From number of parking spaces, cycle storage on the side of the house, none in North Devon. Now, one of the specific measures identified is the supplementary planning document on air quality for North Devon. It's currently 3 years late, and every time the deadline's set for it, the deadline passes. So the most recent deadline was for it to be finished off by July this year. We're still waiting for it. That is not good enough. It makes it unfair to developers because they can't see the requirements for air quality. It's not clearly being laid out for them, and the planning system is not working for the people of Braunton East and the people of North Devon in general. As you are aware, we had the planning appeal in Braunton East for the South Park development, where air quality and vehicle movements were a big issue in that appeal, and I spent quite a lot of time fighting the corner for Braunton East on that with the planning inspectorate. We still haven't heard the outcome of that appeal yet. We're still waiting for it, so hopefully we'll hear that soon. But it's very important that air quality is recognised in the planning system. We get an SPD written so that it's actually understood and works correctly, and planning applications take into account.
What's an SPD?
An SPD again is a supplementary planning document, which is a planning matter that local authorities should have. And North Devon are very lucky at the moment, and really need to get together and get a lot of this. Separate documents that work in parallel with the local plan, which we've got in motion at the moment, and with neighbourhood plans. And obviously we in Braunton are developing our neighbourhood plan currently, and we're working on it along with many other great people locally. So if anyone wants to get involved in the neighbourhood plan, there's a separate group on Facebook at the Braunton Neighbourhood Plan group. Please do go and visit it, have a look. We are currently, at the moment, chewing through the evidence and starting to write some chapters. So I myself have written the first draft of the air quality chapter, which has got a few weeks to go through, but we're trying to push air quality from our neighbourhood plan then as well to support the gaps in the planning system. At the moment that we have where the district council are not recognising and not providing effective planning documentation to deal with these, help mitigate the air quality problems we have. So I think I've covered mitigation, and I think we need rapid charges again on the whole of the North Devon estate to help with electric vehicles in the area. So there are a number of private locally which I've personally very grateful for getting their charges on there. Scottish Health, for example, now has Tesla destination charges at the site, and one Tesla charger and one open charger for any other electric vehicle visiting the site. We're hoping that the Braunton fees that Paul and Lucy travelling, we've mentioned it a few times, and we're hoping they're going to get some charging instruction down at the beach. We've got the chargers coming in Braunton. Georgia Parish Council has got a 270 kilowatt charge point in their car park now. We've got the Torview Astor with 7 kilowatts, so it's great getting the 7 kilowatt ones out there, but what we really need is some rapids in North Devon so that people can come from far away, for example from the Midlands. You're looking, if you've got a Tesla Model S, you can charge, stop in Birmingham, get to North Devon comfortably, but then there's no rapid charging here, so you're relying on overnight charging. So we really do need to get the rapid charger infrastructure here to help drive electric vehicles forward in North Devon and help with the mitigation of that. The other thing we need to do is one of the government proposed measures was air quality labelling in car dealerships on new vehicles, so people know when they're buying a car what the air quality impact of that vehicle is. I think we need to go further in North Devon. The research and testing has been done by a company called Emissions Analytics, published as the Equal Index. I think we should be pushing for all car dealers in North Devon to be labelling their vehicles with the air quality impact, at least within a radius of the air quality management area we've got Braunton, but ideally across the whole area, because the impact of air quality on human health is a big problem. Developing children's lungs, more and more is becoming apparent, so the impact it has on Alzheimer's and dementia and cognitive impairment in older people, outside of just the lung issues. Every day almost more research is coming to the fore, highlighting the issues with air quality and its impact on humans. So it's an issue we need to take seriously, and we need to create serious action for. Thank you very much for listening, watching, and generally being here and taking part.
Sorry, too late. Felix, your turn.
Hand over to Felix now.
Yep. And if you hand over to Amy.
Well, I echo Brad's views actually on the air quality, very important thing, and planning and things like that. But one thing that is another key issue is housing in the local area. I mean, I'm only 22 years old. I probably can't afford a house in the Braunton area as it is too expensive. So one way of addressing this issue is housing supply. So we need more houses, we need them built in the right place, and that's something we're going to have to address at a district level as a whole. Electric cars, Brad was saying, it's a great idea, but at the moment we need to work out how to make them more mainstream. I mean, you alluded to Tesla, very expensive car. Most people can't afford one of those.
Same price as the house.
Things like that coming on, which are a bit cheaper, but it needs to be invested in now for the future. But certainly that would help with our pollution. That's just my views on the take, really. I'm echoing what Brad said. I don't really have too much more to add to that, so I'll pass you over now. But certainly, I think it's very important to vote on Thursday. So if it does, you get out on Thursday.
Thanks, Felix. Yeah, just to reiterate what Felix said, please do go out and vote on Thursday. The turnout for election is mandatory. No, which is such a shame. We knew about 18% last year, so apparently that was a good percentage. Please do make the effort, get involved, use your vote, and just want to summarise that if I am elected, I will be really focusing on the air quality problems, the congestion problems, flooding in the village, and village planning, education. I will be absolutely supportive of all the brilliant work that Brad already does, and Brad and Liz on the parish council. And I will listen to all of your views, work really hard to improve our village. There's a lot that we can do, quite exciting. Want to be taking lots of action now, or also planning for our future. I do think that working together we can be a real breath of fresh air for us. Thanks very much. Don't forget to vote.
Thank you to the three candidates for joining us today on Braunton Square. It was a refreshing and novel way in which we can try and involve local politics in the heart of the community. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for setting up the system whereby it's being live streamed on Facebook. It can be accessed at a later time. And so if you couldn't hear the voices all the time, that's because of noise pollution. So it's a solar powered PA system here on the back of my bike, and I think it's been adequate anyway. Thank you to the candidates, and to those who didn't make it because they're too busy door knocking. Good for you as well. As I said before, no one can say that the four parties aren't trying to get their message across to you. And it's up to you, the voters of Braunton East, this week, and next week, of everybody in future elections, to cast your vote. So if you're going to whinge, you better to whinge from the point of view of having voted. If you haven't voted, that's your giving up your responsibility to the whinge, if you ask me, but you weren't asking me, were you? Okay, Facebook watchers, I hope you can watch some of this without, let's see what happens now. Okay, signing off. Thank you very much, Brad, for setting it up. Can you switch it off now, please? Thank you. Thank you. Switch it off, please, Brad.
Okay, we off there?
Daddy!